Okay, so here we are. We're finally at Erika's tower. We need to ask her about one of the crystal souls here. We also need to ask Erika about Garzad. And, you know, just get to her, pretty much. But I have a really, really bad feeling about all this. You fall to your knees, dizzy and nauseated. Not surprising, considering that you were just flung across all of Avernum in an instant. You look around the scorched ground looking for the reassuring sight of a stone pylon. There is nothing here. You are outside a huge stone tower. Nobody is in sight, but there are fresh tracks in the ashes around you. Booted feet. Soldiers. You have reached Erika's tower, but someone else has gotten here first. As much as you need to find Erika, you may have a more serious problem. Unless you can find a pylon, you are stranded deep in Empire lands. Oh boy. Oh, here are some Empire soldiers we need to finish off. I don't know why Seraphina moved awkwardly over there like that, but... Get her back over here. Come on now. What are you doing? Get back over here. Now, I'm not going to worry about exploring outside the tower. Because, like the dialogue said, we're deep in Empire lands right now, and we're just going to run into a lot of trouble out there, so I'm not going to worry about any of it. As far as our own sake here, we do need to get to Erika. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish off these cultists that are hanging around here. Man, I was hoping to put a spell on them before they... Of course, when we get to Erika, our main focus is going to be on getting the last crystal soul. Garzad is definitely going to be... Killing Garzad is definitely going to be the last mission we're going to do. Our focus is going to remain on the crystal soul for now. Oops. Let's make sure that sorceress gets killed quick. I don't know, I would use a quick spell or quick use slots, but I feel like there are certain situations where I'm going to need something different besides the ones I do frequently use, like Adrenaline Rush and all that. You are disappointed to find the box contains no treasure. There are just records of soldiers' attempts to break into Erika's tower. They have had no luck. The traps grow more intense farther in they get. In one hall, a magical field alters the minds of anyone who tries to pass through, leaving the victim feeble-minded and helpless. Of course, there's going to be guards here at the entrance, or soldiers here at the entrance trying to break in. Surprised I didn't encounter these, like, early on, though. You approach the Tower of Erika Redmark, greatest living mage in Avernum. She is a dangerous and mercurial incantatrix, and her power is matched only by her hatred of the Empire. The war with the Empire is arguably her fault. After all, she was one that enabled several adventurers to assassinate Emperor Hawthorne several years ago. Even many Avernites believe that she is a menace and nothing more. Yet, she may be able to help you save Avernum. However, she has a reputation for both paranoia and skill in crafting traps. This would explain why she has survived this long, this deep in Empire lands. If, of course, she is still alive. You hear footsteps muttering to the west. With the sinking feeling, you realize that the Empire has managed to infiltrate this tower. They are doubtless hunting Erika, determined to avenge their dead Emperor. You will have to fight through them to reach your target. It is interesting, too, though, how Erika... It's considered Erika's fault that the Emperor was assassinated. I mean, yes, she did mastermind the whole plan and hire our first group of adventurers to do the deed. But our adventurers are more revered than hated for that. Although, to be fair, it would make sense why Erika would get the blame, because pretty much a lot of characters, including King Micah, did tell our group to go see Erika. Because of how they would have achieved great things. And that immobile effect is so annoying. Get off me. I really should be using the final battle discipline battle frenzy, but it lets adrenaline rush these punks. I know those infiltrators can cast magic. These were tiny guest quarters for pilgrims to Erika's tower. The Empire invaders have trashed them. Okay, well, we're not getting in through here. A magical field suddenly surrounds you. Your body is covered with an intense tingling sensation. Magical sensors examine you. Eventually it finds you to its liking and disappears, leaving you unharmed. No doubt if you were an Empire soldier, terrible things would have happened to you. You must be welcome here. You pull the lever. It snaps back to its original position. The corridor grows very hot. The gate to the far end opens and then slowly begins to close. Oh, I know what this is. Come on, really? We have to get to that gate before it closes. Might have to do this with Lazarus then. So yeah, that was the case where we had to get to that gate before it closed. Oh, I didn't want to cure, I wanted to heal. Water grows very cold. Okay, same thing pretty much. If at least one of your characters crosses into that gate, then I think you can get away with it. But you don't want to waste time here either. Don't want to trip any more traps. So yeah, if you took too long to get into that gate, then the gate would have automatically closed. Here we are, just looting up stuff while we're here. I keep forgetting I could go ahead and drop off this wine here soon. We'll have to do that soon. Obviously, our main focus right now is getting to Erika. But yeah, that is a good trap for the Empire soldiers. As you enter this winding corridor, sparkles appear in the air around you. You immediately begin to hallucinate. Monsters step out of the walls all around you. You have to restrain yourself to keep from attacking mindlessly in all directions. Then, moments later, the visions fade. You have been spared the effects of this trap. Your head is still fuzzy. The Empire warriors you hear screaming and fighting to the south were not so lucky. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, they are definitely charmed to be fighting each other right now, so. Only Moses got charmed, but we broke him out of that fast. So yeah, we still have to kill them, of course, but... Yeah, shout out to Erika for devising the perfect Home Alone scenario here with these Empire soldiers. She is definitely doing what she can to kill all of them. Oh no, that's... Yeah, I should have done this one instead. Alright, above level 30 you get skill points every 5 levels, so 30 is very much the max, but if you do manage to level up every 5 levels, then you will get more skill points then. So 30 is definitely the max, but when you go up 5 levels after level 30, then you will get skill points to use. So there is that. Oh great, I tripped some sort of trap. Am I supposed to stay on the... Oh man, there's one behind me too. Dagnabbit. Was I supposed to stay on these tiles? Oh, it is these right here. It is these little like gray circle ones. Okay. Yeah, we took quite a bit of damage there, so let's do this, and we'll also do that. Okay, so that's a way out. Oh, sweet. Another energy elixir, convenient. Obviously, we're not going to take a broken sword. You have caught up with a group of Empire infiltrators, carefully threading their way through the traps and working their way toward the Archmage. They are scorched and bandaged, but the obstacles so far have failed to kill them. Their leader, a short, stout mage wearing heavy leather robes, turns to face you. The markings on her collar mark her as a high-ranking wizard of the Empire, authorized to cast some more powerful spells. She snarls, "We were too slow. Erika's rescuers are here. Let us destroy them and resume our efforts." Yeah, they're definitely going to do all they can to get rid of Erika, clearly. Using an adrenaline rush, of course, so I have time to cast magic. Yes, come on. Hit the fool already. The Empire Wizard has taken several heavy blows and her magical defenses are fading. He says, "This assault is lost. Garzad must know what has happened. She mutters a word of command. Several ghostly defenders appear to defend her. Then she begins a long, elaborate spell. As you watch, she slowly begins to fade away. Can we definitely kill her before she fades away? The enemy wizard falls. Her ghostly defenders vanish. You have earned Erika a nice long respite from the attacks on her. You have to hope she is grateful. Farsight band, missile damage. Nothing we can benefit from, really. Although it is good. Okay, so that somehow worked out. Stone wall or barrier. I'm feeling stepping on the runes is going to cause me to be attacked, so we're just going to go through here. I think we might have just figured it out. And there ain't no way we're going to let that wizard get away with telling Garzad. Forget that, even though he's aware of us at this point. At last, you reach the highest level of the tower. Erika's here, calmly waiting for you. When you enter, she doesn't smile. She just nods slightly. She seems irritated. The vaunted envoys to the Vantai. You have kept me waiting here for a long time. You should have come to me first. You have ambitions for good. You need to know things only I know. Come, sit, speak with me. It is time to begin. It looks like we also found a pylon too, finally. Woo! At last, you meet Erika, the infamous reclusive archmage of Avernum. She is a tall, imposing woman with long, raven black hair. She watches you with cold, analytical eyes, evaluating how useful the fresh material before her can potentially be. At last, she nods and pours you some tea. Social niceties must be observed, I suppose. Welcome. At last, we can talk. Wasn't the Santria's portrait from the first game that they used? They used a different portrait for Erika in the first game, but this is one they used for Santria in the first. But I do think this portrait actually fits Erika more anyway. So, I'm glad they brought it back for her. Greetings. It was difficult to reach you. Good. The approach was difficult, but not impossible. Yes, I live here in my tower, watching my defenses and keeping the Empire from taking my head. I also prepare assaults against the Empire. Important assaults. I will help you now. I will help you find one of the crystal souls, and I will help you learn of Garzad. Both things are crucial. Why does the Empire want you dead? The Empire will stop at nothing to slay me. It was I who engineered the assassination of Hawthorne. She pauses. Of course, for that, some fools resent me. You've encountered resentment? Her face twists in fury. Avernum is full of tiny minds, pathetic worms who blame me for this invasion, as if the Empire would not have eventually decided to slay us anyway. At least I struck a decisive blow before it happened. She shakes her head. Tiny-minded fools. That's what they all are, but I'll show them. Tell me about Hawthorne. The pathetic emperor of the Empire. It was I who found the assassins. It was I who told them how to reach Hawthorne. It was I who sent them there. I am responsible. They will do all that they can to exact vengeance upon me. He chuckles grimly. They will fail, and thus I avenge myself for my banishment. Revenge can be an effective motivator. Yes, they dared send me down here, and they cursed me as well. The insult, the arrogance. To think once I was down here I could no longer harm them. He laughs. She laughs. I showed them, and I will show them still. How do they curse you? If I am ever touched by the light of the sun, I will instantly die. They thought this would make them safe from me. Fools. Erika takes advantage of the lull in conversation to sip her tea. What else do we need to talk about? She is not great at small talk. I am impressed by your tower. You should be. This is my home, and I will not leave it. Although my enemies work day and night to slay me, the Empire wishes me dead like no other. She thinks. By the way, you have passed my tests and shall be rewarded. What reward? You have reached the center of my tower once. The next time will be easier. She points to the southeast. I have created a pylon there. You can use it to travel easily travel from the Tower of Magi to here. What assaults are you planning against the Empire? 2 missions occupy my mind. They are desperately important, but nothing can be done without adventurers who can leave here and strike the actual blows. Though I can't help directly, I can provide invaluable information. I speak of recovering the crystal souls and of the destruction of Garzad. Tell me of Garzad. Her smile is chilling. Oh, sweet Garzad, the withered man, the vermin who sent me down here. Now he is in Avernum. He thinks he can hunt me, and I want him dead. And I have several leads on how it may be done. How can I affect such a powerful mage? To slay Garzad, you will need to be able to reach him and then kill him before he kills you. Someone named Thompson might help with the former, and Solberg might help with the latter. And, of course, for what it's worth, you will want to see King Micah. What's your opinion of King Micah? She shakes her head. A good man, but he's up against the greatest foes the Empire has to offer. Fortunately, his resources may have uncovered something necessary to slay Garzad. You should speak with him. Tell me more about Solberg. He is a worthy mage. Alas, he is trapped in his tower as much as I am. He lives southwest of Formello. After you've seen King Micah, ask Solberg about Garzad. They knew each other. He might know something of how to slay him. Can you tell me where Thompson might be found? She sniffs. He is a lesser mage, but he knows a lot about teleportation. That seems the best route to reach Garzad. Ask people about him in Blosk. That was where he lived before he disappeared. You may have to poke around a bit. He was a quiet one. You take note of this. I would like to help the Vontai recover their crystal souls. Where should I go? I know not where a crystal soul is, but I believe that the dragon Atheron does. She hides west of Murtis. If she asks who sent you, tell her Erika. She knows and respects me, and she may let you in. When you learn what she knows, return and tell me. What do you think of the Vontai? She looks uncomfortable. Those bizarre aliens will cause us trouble yet. They will not be happy sharing their home with us for long. When they tire of us, they will exercise their considerable power against us. When it happens, she sighs. Let's just say these days of war may be a happy and nostalgic past. Vontai power runs strong and deep. We have traveled far and done much. Can you give me magical training? Erika is the finest mage in Avernum, and being trained by her is a vanishingly rare privilege. Okay. Ooh, improve arcane blow. Yeah, we can. Too bad we already bought these spells like very early on though. Looks like her stock isn't as big as it was in the first Avernum game, because she also taught priest spells as well. But yeah, we'll definitely buy an extra level of arcane blow, that's for sure. Erika seems quite attached to her privacy. The moment you open the dresser, burning mist sprays out. You slam the drawer shut, but not before you are moistened. Ooh. The book is held shut by a small wax seal. It looks fragile, but no matter how hard you try, you can't cut or break it. Then you try to cut it with your blessed name. It works. Read the book. Ooh. Fire blast boost. Nice. And yeah. You find several journals of notes about goings-on in Avernum. Most of them seem irrelevant to you, but one note is interesting. The rock chassis near Fort Remote are making magical weaponry. We may be able to deal with our common enemy. You notice a slip of paper on the shelf. It reads, "Note to self, Curtin keeps chattering about my coordinates. Send forces to deal with her." Okay, so we got to Erika, and we can also get to the tower more easily this time with our pylon here, so let's do that. Okay, so that's how we get right back to Erika. Yeah, it is unfortunate that her stock isn't as good as the first Avernum game, because, yeah, like I said, she also taught like free spells and special skills. And most of these already bought already, but I didn't know I didn't have Arcane Blow maxed out, so we at least got that. Alright, before we do anything else here, let's actually check a couple things. Let's first see if we can clear out the wine quest we got in Fort Greenland. A trick with this is, of course, if you similar to the bags of meal, a trick with it is drop one on the ground and then sell them the cheap wine, and then you do that. You give him the wine, he gives you the money. Thanks. Phew, that was a lot of wine. I think that's all we need now. Any more than that and our guards won't be good for guarding. Actually, no, we could have given him this one. Oh well. You can still keep it here in your little shop here if you want. Alright, what else do we need to clear out real quick? Alright, find Vonatai artifacts, Borgia toadstools. Okay, so let's head back to Patrick's Tower real quick. Of course, Erika also needs to reset her traps in order to continue surviving, but that's okay. I mean, what matters is that we survived them. Some of the worst ones we were already scanned for to get through anyway. And yeah, she's done a great job at surviving so far, so I'm pretty sure the Empire's not going to get to her. I found a Borgia toadstool for you. You hand over a Borgia toadstool. She accepts it gratefully. That is the first ingredient I need. Now I need another. She points at the books to the south. To show my gratitude, you may read the western one. I'm almost ready to make the potion. I only need one more thing. What other ingredients do you need for your potion? I need some gray mold salve. It's difficult stuff to find, but if you could get the toadstool, you can get the salve. I'm sure one of Avernum's alchemists can make it. Ooh, nice. Oh, we already have gray mold salve. I'm glad I kept this one then. Alright, let's get the western one here. You stare at the writing on the page, but it is unclear. The ink on the page slowly shifts around on the page, valuing your ability to comprehend it. You can't understand a word. This is not a matter of mere translation. You will need something that's special to figure out how to read this writing. Okay, I think I know how to get that book to be read, though. But first, let's get her some gray mold salve. You give her a dose of gray mold salve. Now I can create my potion. Thank you. She gets a flask from her desk and gives it to you. I will send word to the castle letting them know how useful you were. I suspect that may come in handy. She points at the books to the south. In addition, if you want, you may read the Eastern Tome. It's powerful in private knowledge, but I'm I'm glad to share it with the deserving. Oh, why don't you read them and find out? If you have trouble understanding them, you may need a deciphering lens. Patrick has been known to give them out to adventurers who help them. Okay, so we do need to complete Patrick stuff before we get a deciphering lens. We read in your journal that you've been thinking about killing Garzod. He looks very annoyed. My private journal? I gave you no permission to poke around in that. All my thoughts about Garzod are in there. I have no more. Garzod needs to be destroyed. Then go to the castle and see King Micah. Perhaps you can help each other to achieve that end. I might have the item you're looking for. Patrick gratefully inspects the item. Then he pays you for it with a small pouch of gold. Thank you for your time and effort. I will study what I have learned. Return later and I may wish additional assistance. Okay, so we did get some rewards for that. Invulnerability potion, I'll go ahead and sell that. We did get a reputation boost. So now we're a mega legend, nice. What Vonatai item are you currently looking for? The strange missile weapons they use fascinate me. Bring me one of their razor disc. Patrick inspects the razor disc. Well done, here is a reward. I probably should have given this to you earlier. He hands you a small loop of gold about an inch across with a clear crystal in the middle. It is a deciphering lens. If you find writing in a magical script developed here in this tower, this item may help you to read it. He smiles. Return later and I may wish you to bring me another Vonatai item. Okay, so I think that was just a regular razor disc, not any of the special ones. But still, let's hang on to that one just in case. What Vonatai item are you currently looking for? The Vonatai can work crystals, but they can also weave tales. They have a long, elaborate history. Learn much of their lore and bring the knowledge back to me. Patrick listens, impressed to everything you have learned of Vonatai lore. Then he pays you a small pouch of gold. Thank you for your time and effort. I will study what I have learned. Return later, and I may wish additional assistance. Okay, so we do have the cipher. What Vonatai item are we currently looking for? The unusual weaponry of the Vonatai intrigue me. Bring me one of their wave blades. A non-magical one will do, but it has to be one of very high quality. Well, we did save the fine steel wave blade, so let's do that. Patrick takes a wave blade. There. I think that completes my collection. You are deserving of a real reward for all your hard work. One of the books in my office appears to be blank. Read it and say the word Elith, and its contents will be very clear to you. I think that you will find it very useful. Thank you again for your help. The ink on these pages slowly shifts around on the page, battling your ability to comprehend it. However, when you look at the words through your deciphering lens, they are clear and legible. You are able to read the tome. It is a set of alchemical recipes. None of them are of use to you. Disappointing. Come on, really? Prove your knowledge to spell War Blessing here. Oh, nice. But yeah, he didn't need the fine razor disc. It was only that one guy who needed it. I wonder if we should go ahead and hang on to these and sell the ones we got here. Let's just hang on to the regular razor disc. We'll sell these, even though they do a little bit more damage. You try to read the book, but the pages are blank. Remember when Patrick said you say the word Elith. As you watch, a maze writing appears on the page. Using the deciphering lens, you are able to read it. Ooh, nice. Summon Shade. All right, let me check, make sure. We do have to find Thompson about Garzod, recover. And we still have to do this one before we even get to the Garzod stuff as well. There is a third person we also need to get Black Drake tooth for, but we will get to that when we can. Just making sure I don't have any quests I can clear out like right now. We do have these magical notes and empire records we could go ahead and share for our XP. So let's go to Fort Remote, give Garha the magical papers. And we'll give Gilda the empire records. So yeah, you can definitely complete Patrick's stuff in like one go if you have like all the items that I did. The Bontai lore, stuff like that. Once again, level 30 is the max, but if you do continue to level up like every 5 levels, then you will get more skill points. Alright, let's go back to Gilda and give her the empire records for more XP. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to clear out the papers or the empire records, but if we find them, we can definitely get them for a little bit more XP. As far as this other stuff, though, we're not going to be able to clear out quite yet, though. The stuff with Garzod, we are gonna get to pretty much last as far as the ultimate quest. We still have to meet Madavi and then take on her request first as well. In the meantime, though, we are gonna go to the dragon Atheron and ask her about the crystal soul. Two enormous statues of lizardmen tower up above the passage to the north, one to the right and one to the left. They each stand 30 feet high, molded like clay out of the stone of the cave walls. These behemoths cannot have been created by hand. Powerful magic was involved. They are too large and too smooth. The expressions on their stone faces are clearly hostile. Fangs are bared. The statues remain inanimate as you pass between them. It's a great relief. On the other hand, the creatures concealed in nets behind the statue's heads seem to find you an attractive target for an ambush. Oh boy. It would be eye beats too. Remember, eye beasts are immune to lightning, so can't use that, but we can do this. The huge statues still tower ominously over you to either side. However, the guards are gone. Nothing attacks you. Well, he only came back so his health could be refilled after a short distance walking. Alright, so here we are in Atheron's lair finally. But I will be covering this in the next part, so I will see you all until then. We finally made it to Atheron again. We'll see you all soon with the next part.